our perception is our reality. That makes sense, right? I mean, we live in our own heads. We talk to ourselves the most in our own head. I mean, our perception really is our reality. When's the last time we thought about how swayed our perception actually is when we are so passionate about something and we have such a deep knowledge and time in it? Let's take shooting, for example, because that's the world that I'm living in. I own Synergy Shooting Solutions, and we like to teach people how to, suck less at shooting and have a good time doing it. Think back to the first time you ever saw a high level performing shooter. I don't care if you're thinking about Max Michel or the king of the 2 mile, Robert Brantley, or some whiz bang instructor that did a .9 draw, and you're like, holy moly, this guy's a wizard with a gun. Look at us now. For me, that aha moment, or oh my God, this guy's a wizard, was 12 years ago or 11 years ago. And then I remember going to the 2011 Multi-Gun Nationals in Vegas and getting a chance to RO that event. And oh my goodness, those guys are literally wizards with guns, but with 3 guns: shotgun, rifle, and pistol. They were doing it with all the guns. And man, just even more blown away. Well, that was 11 years ago, 2011. So now that I've decided to get on this journey, I started taking my shooting kind of serious about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I became a USCCA certified instructor about 4 years ago. And man, did I think I had it all figured out then. Boy, was I wrong. I still don't have it all figured out. But I have such a level of passion and now knowledge and time vested in this craft that it's hard to even think back of how I perceive things 10 plus years ago. Not only that, but it'll also cause a gap between people like us, like me, and the people that are just own a gun just because like that's the thing to do here in the South. If you don't own a gun, you're kind of weird. Like it's the norm here. It's getting that way pretty much everywhere now, but think about that. So if you Google Glock holster, right? So you want to buy a holster for your Glock. Me and you, all right, the people that have a lot of passion and time in this, we would know to keep on scrolling by We the People and Alien Gear and all those other trash holsters because we know they're trash. We've been in it for a long time and we care enough about it to have already thought through all that research and looked through the forums and the Facebook pages and trial by error, things like that. 10 years ago, I wouldn't have known any different. I would have bought a We the People holster, not knowing any different at all. And man, that thing looks cool and it's got a snazzy little clip on it. And yeah, that's a quality holster right there. Well, we know that's different, right? And all too often do I see, especially on Facebook groups, this is rampant. People to our level of knowledge and passion don't necessarily have that perception anymore. And we look down upon those people that are new in the game. They're still learning. They don't know any different. And instead of us guiding them along the way, we just dismiss them, or we basically call them stupid for buying an Alien Gear holster or an Olight or a Taurus or an XD, or fill in the blank. And this could also be applied to just about any industry. I mean, I think people that go out and buy the older Kias and stuff, they're like, man, like or an old Ford Taurus. Oh no, 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 no. Anyway, I digress. Instead of losing that perception because of this, let's not give up these two things. All right, so we want to keep these. These are good, right? They're all good, right? But generally speaking, we live much more in this area no matter what lies we tell ourselves, okay? So instead of just kind of being like this with our perception, I would encourage us to take a step back and think maybe we could help those other people and bridge that gap and create some new owners if we would just do a little bit of that right there at least. Gain back some of that perception of, they think they are making a good purchase. They really do. All right. And we are emotionally tied to our finances. We spend a lot of time breaking our backs to earn that money, that medium that allows us to gain things we want. So we are emotionally tied to money in some shape, fashion, or form. Some people more than others. So let's rethink. Let's rethink how we approach those situations of people doing things that we don't necessarily agree with. All right, let's. I don't know. I would love to hear some feedback. I'd love to have some comments. Love to have some discussion. You know what? If you could actually go out and try this experiment out, where you find someone that thinks they're making a good purchase or a good move in their training, they're drawing the gun right, but instead they aren't. Maybe doing something unsafe. Maybe coach them. Not maybe, do it. Just do it. All right. I mean, what do you have to lose anyway? If you failed getting them to where you think you thought they should be, at least you tried. And trying is not a failure by any means. Let's be a little more gentle with the people that are new. They don't have the knowledge and time that we do. All right. They're here. That's it. All right. And they barely even have any of this. Okay. They're kind of getting there, but time is time. We can't advance that. We can't give it away. We can't sell it. We can't buy it. We can't do nothing with it, but just let it happen naturally. So take that time that you might have in the moment and help them. Seriously. Those people that are on the fence about gun ownership, show them that we are an amazing community. We are good stewards of each other. We pat each other on the back and we give them high fives and heck yeah. And we're like, we're doing everything safe and responsible because we are. All right. Show people what safe, responsible gun ownership looks like. Show them how fun the competition circuit is. Show them how much they can learn in a training class. If you have a video or something like that, you show them, hey, you look like you're going on the right path. You want to check out this cool video that I just did while I was training with Craig Douglas or whoever. Man, this stuff exists in the world because they don't even know. Again, they don't have the knowledge or the time. They don't even know who Craig Douglas is. We do. That's a household name for us, right? ShivWorks. You can throw that name around like Max Michel and JJ Racaza and, fill in the blank, right? Expose them to it in a gentle way. Nudge them towards these two things. All right. Regain some of that perception we've lost, people. I encourage it. I highly encourage it. And I would love for you to share your success stories. If you've already done this in the past and with great success, share it. I'd love to read it. Others would love to read it. It's going to give us great ideas of how to approach these situations. Everybody's different, right? You might approach a female that has trauma and buying a gun for a whole different reason than you would approach a guy like me that's off to buy his next competition gun, holster, ammo, whatever, right? So be cautious of how you approach those things. Be gentle with it. Have an open mind and an open heart. Please, again, let us know what you think. I'd love to hear it. Everybody else would. And don't forget, for all your training needs, hit up the website, synergyshooting.com. There's lots of cool stuff up there. If you want to come shoot with us, shoot me an email, a message, or whatever. Team Synergy is incredibly inviting. Ask anyone in the Central Mississippi area. We try our best to be good stewards of the sport and help you out along the way. We are definitely trying to be as open-minded and open-hearted as possible. A good lead by example style of method. So let us know if there's anything we can do to help you along your journey and be helpful for other people with other people in their journey.